Last week my objective was to clear a path going that direction for my wife's hunting blind. Today we are working on a path that way to my tree stand. Hunting season coming up, we are putting this little chainsaw looky spinny wheel of death that I absolutely love, putting it back to the test. It is great, and it is once again terrifying. Mentioned it last time we talked about this little handy device. I love it, and it's everything that it looks like it is. It's freaky, but it's great. One thing I wasn't expecting is this creek right here is a little, I guess the slope going into it is a little steeper than what I thought, which is going to be fun coming up here bright and early one morning before daylight. I mean, I have to deal with it because there's not really a better way, and I'm trying to stay out of the center of my field. I mean, that would be the most direct path, is to go that way rather than to hug the edge, but I like having a nice, well-cut, defined edge on a property. I don't know, call it a, whatever. I don't like cutting through the middle of anything. I like going around the edges. So we're going to do it that way, and yeah, a lot of work. One thing you always want to do whenever you cut a stump, if you're intent, like something sizable like this, treat it with some kind of herbicide to prevent it from stump sprouting and growing back. And you only have to treat that outer like inch or so. I wish I had like a foam brush or something I could apply this with, but there's two trees growing together. I'll put some in the middle. That's going to keep the stump from sprouting back, and eventually it'll just rot away. I don't want to make the privet problem worse. Privet, not even once. It really is hard to overstate how much I hate this plant right here. This is privet. Talked about it on the channel before. Privet is an invasive species, at least in our part of the world here in western Kentucky. It grows prolifically, as you can see. For whatever reason, it loves our environment, and it has completely taken over my property. It's everywhere. It takes over fence rows. It takes over everything. I guess the deer don't seem to eat it. The goats love snacking on it, but whenever they get out of the fence, into the numerous holes that we have in the fence, they don't ever seem to eat it out here. And I can't stand it. It's the worst plant I have on the property by far, and there's just a lot to clean up. It is what it is. It always seems to get hung up in and of itself above you, so whenever you cut something, it falls on your head, which is great. It's exactly what you want, of course. Just got to keep after it. You know what I just realized when I said I like having a well-defined, perimeter basically of my property? I really couldn't figure out why I was saying that. I've been coaching my son in football for the past, 2 months now, I guess. And the big thing I've been talking with him is setting the edge, setting the edge, setting the edge. Nobody's going to get outside of you. I got a football brain, guys, I'm sorry. Nobody gets outside. You want to keep everything, force everything back inside where all your help is. And yeah, I guess we're just setting the edge here. We're just keeping everything, all the work, all the animals, whatever it might be. Let's all just keep it to the inside. I can't get away from this stuff. Football, my brain's a funny thing. I hope you can see on video, like it's like an impenetrable wall. It is. You can't go in low, you can't go in high, because you're going to get hit either in the shin or in the face. Stuff's going to fall on you. This privet it's the worst. Hey buddy. It's the worst plant on the planet. I mean, I'll just say it. It's the worst plant on the planet. That and kudzu. Definitely. Definitely the worst. Hang on, buddy.